LiveHipHopDaily.tv.
We are back, Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times on Live Hip Hop Daily TV. And as you can see, I'm joined at the guest by the young woman whose highlights you just saw. And you just got a chance for your mouths to water a little bit, seeing some of that wonderful ice cream from a Cartridge Ice Cream Parlor, two-time Olympic gold medalist. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Goes by the name of Miss Angel McCarthy. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
You're doing a lot of great things right now, so it's only right that we have you sitting on the show. Most recently, you just became a businesswoman.
Yes.
Now you've reached success and high accolades in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Four-time All-Star, multiple times being named first overall WNBA team, first team All Defense, Rookie of the Year. As I said, the first overall pick in 2009. So
you giving all little accolades.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit though. Explain to me how much has the WNBA changed, or just women's basketball in general changed from 2009 when you left Louisville and became the #1 overall pick in the face of the Atlanta Dream?
Social media. Back then when I came to the league, social media was just coming out, but it wasn't as big. So you didn't get to see the kind of businesses people were doing outside of basketball. You didn't get to see what we're really doing overseas. Now people are kind of saying like, oh, she's in Russia this year. She's in Turkey this year because of social media. So that's been a difference that I've seen from being in WNBA in 2009 to now when we in 2017. That's the big differences.
Now you just gave mention saying she's in Turkey, she's in Russia.
Right,
You've become an international superstar, and that's not just because of your platform in the Olympics, but because of playing overseas.
We play overseas.
So talk to me about playing overseas,
yes.
And then also explain to me the difference in just how women are celebrated. Female athletes are celebrated overseas.
Well, people who follow women's basketball, we play overseas. So it's a year-long grind. It's a long grind. I'm playing in Russia next year. Okay. I was playing last year, and I'm there from October to May. So if you think that's about 7 months, I'm gone from home. That's half the year, more than half the year.
That's
so
an NBA stretch.
It's an NBA stretch. It's a long grind, and then literally I have a week break, and then I'm back in the NBA. So it's really a long grind for us women, but we know we have to make our living somehow. We love to play, but overseas it's definitely different. They appreciate us a little more. It's not really a gender kind of thing. They love basketball. So that's the thing that I respect in being overseas. Over here, the differences between the WNBA is we get to play in front of our families and friends, and just our name gets to float a little bit more than overseas. So they both have their pros and cons, but hey, basketball is basketball.
Now, you going back to being an international star, we're going to speak on your Olympic experience.
Yes.
And actually winning 2 gold medals in London in 2012, and then most recently in Rio in 2016.
Yeah. So
do you have a fond Olympic memory or experience from either one of those experiences?
I have a funny memory. I have a big sweet tooth. Mm-hmm. I love sweets. So at night I would order some cheesecake. This was 2012 London Olympics. So I'm ordering cheesecake, and I'm like, hey, I want 2 strawberry cheesecakes. And they're like, we're closed. And I said, excuse me. So mind you, the men, they stay in our same hotel. We're all together. I said, excuse me, Kobe, I'm Kobe's assistant, and he wants some cheesecake like right now. Next thing I heard, ding dong. I got cheesecake within 5 minutes, but they were closed just a minute before, right? Right. So I used that for about a week straight. And then after about a week, they were like, listen, you ain't Kobe's assistant, because his room number is this room and you're in this room. But I'm like, I couldn't just get no cheesecake from being just Angel. I had to get it from being Kobe. So, that just shows you the life that they live, But it was fun to hang with those guys and get to know LeBron and Kobe. That was my last time actually seeing him before he went out. So I got to cherish those memories, But LeBron and them didn't come to this 2016 Brazil. I really missed them.
You were having a lot of fun. I was on social media.
We got to meet some of the younger guys. KD came back, of course, but I got to meet Draymond Green and Kyrie. So I got to form a kind of sister-brother relationship with them. They're funny. All we do is play cards all day, so it was a lot of fun. So I'm anxious to see who's going to be in the 2020. I hope LeBron come back, because that's my boy.
All right, are you looking for? Are you going to put your name in the hat to play in 2020?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think that'll probably be my last one, but I'm definitely aiming to do that as well.
Oh, we'll be looking forward to that. A third gold medal. That would be a third gold medal you bring down home.
Absolutely.
Now, you took a brief pause this year from the WNBA. You said you went to the Olympics. You went overseas. You've been playing ball consistently for about consistently. You've been playing for about the past 6 years. Just
actually the past 8 years.
Olympic, then going overseas. What actually played into your decision to kind of just take a year back from the WNBA?
Well, people think because I just opened a new business, a new ice cream shop, that's why I took off. That has nothing to do with it. I really just felt it was that time. There's nothing going on Olympic-wise this year. I just wanted to take the summer off and just rest my body, enjoy the fruits of my labor. We don't really get to enjoy the fruits of our labor because we're just playing. I want to relax a little bit, enjoy Atlanta, be home, play with my dogs, go to the park, travel a little bit, see the world. So I'm really looking forward to doing that.
And that was actually just a great leadway into my next question because you are a businesswoman,
Yes.
And I gotta say I have to commend you. We have a personal relationship. I met you a few years ago at the Ludacris event. I knew who you were at that time because of social media
right.
and your dominance in the WNBA and at Louisville. But I didn't know the woman that Angel is, and then I got to meet your parents, see your family.
Yes,
and
yes.
You're a phenomenal young woman. But to actually see, you don't see too many athletes become entrepreneurs.
Right.
You don't see them making that shift, male or female, into the business realm. Mm-hmm. So what made you decide to step off into the business realm? And then talk to me a little bit about McCautry's Ice Cream Parlor and why you decided to go with ice cream.
Well, besides my major sweet tooth, I decided to open an ice cream shop, and it was something that just hit me. So, hey, you should do this. Not only will it help you with your sweet tooth, I can eat ice cream every day, but you can sell it to the community and do different events in the community. So my main reason was to give back to the community, be able to give jobs and do some events to give kids ice cream. So that's something I wanted to do, and then it gives me something to fall back on after basketball. I have a job to go work at if I wasn't playing right now. So that's why I tell a lot of the athletes, the young athletes, make sure you have a backup plan. What are you going to do if you wasn't playing? If you have a major injury, what are you going to do? So I really want to get more into the ice cream. Hopefully, we can sell our ice cream in stores one day, in grocery stores. So, and maybe we can franchise or grow our business. So that's the big goals. Only been open for a week. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but
no, that's not getting ahead. You have to dream big and plan
dream big, right? So that's some of my goals. I've only been open for a week, but everything's been doing pretty well. The community has really opened their arms to us here in Castleberry Hill. So, and then you're around the corner from the ice cream shop. So how awesome was that? So, just glad to be a part of that. Now,
outside of being a businesswoman and opening your own ice cream shop, recently you also shifted your talents to the MLB, to baseball. And,
yes.
You took your talents to Cobb County, to SunTrust Park, the new stadium up there, and you led the Braves in the Braves Chop. Can you talk to me about that experience?
That was so much fun. Usually they get a different celebrity to lead the Chop every year, and they said I was the first one of the year to lead the Chop. So I'm like, okay. But just to represent the women, we're the only. The Dream is the only professional sports team, women's sports team in the city. Mm-hmm. We're the only ones representing the women. We don't have many of us, So just want to go and be that leader, that force that little girls can look up to.
Talk to me a little bit. I know you're a big music lover. You've dibbled and dabbled in music yourself over the years.
Yeah.
When you're opening a shop, you're doing a little cleaning, spring cleaning, maybe around the house. When you're working out and getting a few shots up, what's in your iPad? What's motivating you? What are you listening to?
We play music through our little speakers at the shop. We might put a little. We like to keep it kind of mellow. We might put a little Maxwell Pandora on and let that flow. A little Lauryn Hill kind of thing for the ice cream shop. But before a game, I like to get kind of hype. Kendrick Lamar, Kanye, whoever's hype. And I like EDM.
Okay.
That gets you going. I like all varieties of music.
I caught you at a few Hawks games this year. I know you're a good friend of Dwight Howard. See you guys hanging and banging throughout the city. You were courtside at a couple Hawks games this year. What were your thoughts on the Hawks? Being a fellow professional athlete playing for the Dream, as you just gave mention to. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? Excuse me, on the Hawks season, and where do you see them moving in the future as the 2017-18 season comes up?
I think they have a good team. I think they just have to find their chemistry. I think, it's a brand new team that we've known for the past couple years with Al Horford and a couple other players. Once they get that chemistry, I really think they can do some damage here in the city. I want to see them get to that finals. That's the goal. I really want to see them get over that hump, and hopefully they bring in a few more pieces. I think they just need one more guard that is like a killer. I heard some rumors about Paul George.
They offered 4 first-round picks for Paul George, and Indiana turned that deal down.
Jeez.
4 first-round picks.
So I mean, hey, I heard some rumors about Rudy Gay. You know,
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. So hopefully we could get a slasher. That's what we need. We need a slasher combo guard to make it a 1-2 punch for Dwight Howard.
Now, I also know that, you know, you're a big fan as far as watching basketball and NBA Finals, but being a native of Baltimore, we just also had fellow Baltimore native Malcolm Delaney in the building, plays for the Atlanta Hawks. Yes. So I asked him this question, and I got to ask you this as well. What is it about Baltimore? I don't want to say the DMV area, you know, per se, but Baltimore, you know, the likes of yourself, the Carmelo Anthonys. I know Kevin Durant was in that area. Malcolm Delaney, as we gave mention to. What is it about that area that breeds successful athletes?
We breed them. You know, I'm not gonna say we're the only one that breed them, but you know, on that whole East Coast strip, we just got some ballers. You know, we just like to play all the time. I grew up playing all the time. I was the only girl out there playing street basketball. You know, wasn't a group of girls out there, so what could I do? I love to play basketball, but we just love the game. And we had run and shoot in DC. We just spend the night in that gym. That's how much we love the game. And you know, those players that had that mentality, we're all professionals now. Me, Kevin Durant, Melo, and I mean Rudy Gay. He's from Baltimore, so. We just had that mentality like, hey, I just love this game. I let it play all day, every day. You know, we live basketball, and now it's helped us in our success now.
So, what are your thoughts on the NBA Finals? You know, I know you as you gave mention to, you have relationships with LeBron and Durant as members of Team USA. You know, you've seen them guys in various Olympics. We're moving on to Game 3 right now. Golden State has a 2-0 lead. However, a lot of people are saying we've been here before. You know, we've been here before. We've been here before. LeBron. It's a new team, it's a new year. What are your thoughts on tonight's game and then just the series overall?
Well, for one, the Cavs definitely have to play with a little more focus and a little more energy. They have to match the intensity right now that you know, the Golden State is giving. I think that they can go ahead and tie it up at home. If it so happens that they lose, they're done. They cannot lose today. They got to go ahead and tie it up. It's a long series. That's what I tell everybody. It's a really, really long series. You know, so I think they'll tie it up 2-2 at home, and then after that, it's kind of like who wants it more. So it's up in the air. I mean, Durant's been playing like, hey, I ain't never been here before, and I want it more than all y'all. Everybody else has been kind of pacing like, all right, it's a long series, but Durant's been playing like, I'm hungry. But that's expected when it's your first time. So they got to tie it up 2-2, and then it's on from there.
What are your thoughts, although you're not playing directly right now, what are your thoughts on the WNBA season up to now? I know a lot of folks have been watching Kelsey Plum from the San Antonio Stars, her rookie year. She broke all type of collegiate scoring records at the University of Washington. The Dream are looking phenomenal right now. They're actually pretty much probably wrapping up their matchup against the New York Liberty right now. What are your thoughts, man, on the WNBA season so far?
I think the WNBA has been doing well. I still want to see it grow on a platform media-wise and get more games on TV. I want to see more commercials. There's so much that the WNBA can still grow. But for right now, as they say, basketball is the number one sport for women. You know, as much as we know Serena and Venus and some of the track girls, number one is basketball. So if we can use that platform to really just grow the WNBA and continue to make an effort to show our faces more, then I think the WNBA can get back to where it used to be, back when Cheryl Stoops and Lisa Leslie was playing. But other than that, because I keep up, I think the WNBA is doing well, but we need more people to keep up with the WNBA and know what's going on and know when the games are.
Now, outside of basketball, we know you have your ice cream parlor that is taking off right now. You'll be going back overseas next year, so you'll be here for a little while. As the year 2017 moves along, what else can we expect from Angel McCartry?
Just working on the parlor, getting that out. I'll be back. I'm not retired. I keep telling everybody I'm not done. You know, hopefully some championships here in Atlanta. I want to definitely come back strong and bring that. Just more business. I'm currently writing a book, a relationship book. So you're gonna see a few more things along the way.
Why don't you let people also know where they can follow you via social media and where they can come and get some delicious ice cream?
Yeah, you can follow me on social media. It's my last name at McCoughtry, McCoughtry. I know it's kind of long, but come on and check out the shop, McCoughtry's Ice Cream, right around the corner from here on 177 Peter Street.
You know, there's your man Terrell Thomas live with the lovely Miss Angel McCartry. We're live on Live Hip Hop Daily TV. These Urban Times. We're going to take a brief break. People they're hitting me up. They asking us, can we bring that Prince back? So why don't we go ahead and play Prince one more again on his birthday, and then we're going to close out the show by discussing Game 3 of today's NBA Finals. Once again, thank you, Miss McCartry, for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
You're tuned in to These Urban Times on Live Hip Hop Daily TV with Terrell Thomas.